So these three things, we have a body, physicality, we have the mind, the software, and we have the energy, the battery. So how these things play, that defines our life. This is the main thing in Tantra. So in Tantra, we start with the body. We accept the body, saying the body shouldn't need to be denied. Because many other paths, they say, oh, body is that is the lowest, because body is unconscious. That is the judgment. But if you accept, no, body is not unconscious, I'm living in this body. Maybe I'm not this body, but I'm living in this body. This is my home for many years until I leave this body.
How we can define happy and joyful? No, happy and juicy.
Juicy.
Yeah. When I explore the Tantra path during these 3 years, I have seen many people talking about the juicy life.
Yeah.
So how to define the happy and juicy life in the Tantra approach, especially for the women in Vietnam. I have done several Tantra workshops, and one of the most important thing is some women struggling in touching her body, especially her yoni. She feel guilty in masturbation or touching her body. So how to do it? How I can help my client to feel a really happy and juicy life.
Okay. So you are talking about sexuality, right? So again, sexuality has many stories around. Maybe this person had some abusive experience, so that creates some tension in them, that creates some trauma in them, that creates some resistance in them. That could be one possibility. Or the society creates its story.
The
society says, oh, this is wrong. Like I said, in the Western society, for so many years they were saying sex is sin. If you have sex, you are doing sin. Whereas in Indian society, sex was considered sacred. You are being a god. You are creating life. So it's the programming of the society. What kind of idea you get. So then you have to shouldn't talk about sexuality. For example, in some societies, you don't talk about it. What you do in your bedroom. So then people don't know how to, so they feel guilty. It's not their story, but their body wants, their energy wants to move. But some programming, some mind story they put. So these ideas they are struggling with, what they feel in their body and what their mind says something. So there is a judgment. So these judgments creating this split, this tension that, oh, I cannot accept my body. For example, all the media, they want to say, oh, woman has to be only in this size. It has to look this kind of skin, then only you are beautiful, then only you are sexy, then only you are juicy. So there's a lot of ideas to understand, oh, these are all programming. My mind is put, so many apps are installed in your head. So these apps are running and trying to tell you are wrong, or you cannot do this, you cannot do that. So once you relax that mind stories, come back to the body, say, how is my body? Can I touch? Can I feel? So you find the connection with the body, because the body is real, physical. The mind is like a software. The body is like the hardware. You have a beautiful phone, so what is the capacity of the phone is the hardware, and how you use the software, that is the software capacity. So that is our mind. Then the battery, the energy. So these three things, we have a body, physicality, we have the mind, the software, and we have the energy, the battery. So how these things play, that defines our life. This is the main thing in Tantra. So in Tantra, we start with the body. We accept the body, saying the body shouldn't need to be denied. Because many other paths, they say, oh, body is that is the lowest, because body is unconscious. That is the judgment. But if you accept, no, body is not unconscious, I'm living in this body. Maybe I'm not this body, but I'm living in this body. This is my home for many years until I leave this body. So my spirit is living in this body. So how I take care of this home? Do I feel it sacred? Do I eat junk food? Or do I take care in a nice way? How do I treat my body? And if there was a trauma, how do I heal this from that? Or if there is a programming, some ideas coming, say, no, this is my house. I will keep it clean. I will keep it sacred. And I will keep it nice.
Yeah.
So it comes from that space, not because you want to satisfy somebody to look beautiful or to feel beautiful. It's about, no, this is my space and how I can take care. This is one step. The second step is, do I have connection with it? Because the modern lifestyle, we are so much in the head.
Yeah.
Even if you see sexuality, a lot of pornography and stuff, this is just a mental stimulation, because for the mind, it doesn't differentiate between what is real and what is imagination. Yeah. So you see a pornography, you generate the same chemicals in your body, but it's not real experience. You're not working with the real energies, right? It's only a mental stimulation.
Yeah.
So from the mind, again, coming back to the body. Even when you talk about masturbation, is it a mental? Because many people, it's just mental. They need to imagine something. So it's not a physical feeling. You understand? They might do masturbation and release the energy. Then it's very basic. It's like a basic animal. But if you touch, feel, and you activate these energies, because all parts of the body, it has its own abilities. It has its own energy. So how do I know how to touch these different places? What kind of energy gets activated? Do I know? Have I explored? And what is stopping me? Is there a programming, or is there a pain in my body? Is there a trauma? All these we need to become aware. Then it's like a river flow. Like you said, juice, the river is flowing, but we put a lot of garbage inside. I see the Hanoi River or lakes, now I'm seeing more pollution, a lot of garbage. Then the energy doesn't flow, it gets stuck. So our job is to just remove this garbage, just remove these ideas and exploring what is real. Yeah. With the connection, with the sacredness, not with the judgment. And then when you discover, you say, oh, life is flowing already. Because life has given this gift, it's breathing and flowing. Life already, everybody's body has this ability to orgasm. But the mind, everybody's mind is different programming. So when you come back from the body to the mind with the right way, with the right connection, without traumas and stuff, naturally you will become more juicy. You will enjoy life more.
Yeah.
This is another way to generate energy with yourself. And then you are so alive. And you are naturally beautiful. The glow comes. Why? It's also the hormones change. Because if you are only doing a masturbation and a release, the hormone is different. Then when you have a full body experience, then it creates a different chemical. Oxytocin, there are endorphin, there are many chemicals which comes in a different context. For example, when your physical touch, so it creates these happiness hormones, endorphins, oxytocin, so it's a complete experience. But if it's only mental, it has a different impact. So that is why our connection with the body is important, not only shaming by society, programming, or your own traumas, to become more aware. Okay, these are my stories. These are the stories given by somebody. Let them stay. Let me be free, like a child.
Yeah.
Every child is so alive. They touch their body, they use their body fully until they become, programmed. So when you come back to this aliveness, your true nature is juiciness. And if you see tantric people, they are more juicy, they are more joyful.
Yeah, joyful.
Because they are free, their river is flowing. It's not that they are wasting the energy, but they are alive. They are not frigid, they are not frozen.
Yes. So does cosmic orgasm in Tantra can help in recreating the new neural connection? It can help. Does it help our brain smarter and lives longer?
Okay. So we're talking about orgasm. Right? So again, like you were mentioning cosmic orgasm.
Yeah.
So you're already putting a quality. Yes. So why you are splitting is normal orgasm, people think release of energy. Right? They think this is orgasm. But orgasm can happen energetically. Even without physical sexuality, you can feel orgasm. Yeah. or suddenly your mind opens and suddenly you feel flood of energy, universal energy flowing through you. Then you are calling it cosmic orgasm. So that orgasm itself has many levels. Is it only a genital release? Or is it the electricity buzzing around your whole body? Every cell feels alive, or you suddenly feel you expanding. So there are many possibilities. So orgasmic means you are coming out of the box of who you are. You become, even in a physical sexuality, you feel suddenly for a moment, you come out of your box and you feel two bodies become one. But it's just for a fraction. Then you come back, you are different. Then, So this fullness, this abundance, this oneness, that comes in orgasmic experience. But many times people don't have. They tell me they don't have orgasmic experience. They had sex, they made babies, but no orgasm. Which means they didn't have this deeper experience of life. Which means they don't know how to use their smartphone. It's like you give a smartphone to a monkey. It will think, oh, it's a stone. It will throw it, it will bite it.
97% of Vietnamese in Vietnam doesn't have orgasm. They always fake it.
Yeah. So which means we don't know. Maybe there is a tension. You don't know. You are like, okay, let me finish it and go. I have other things to do.
Faking.
Or you are not fully present with yourself. You are in a mental space. Yeah, so if it's the mental space, you want to get it over and okay, finish.
It gives me how to switch from mind to heart.
Yeah. So first is to see if your body is awakened. Yeah, that is why in Tantra we do a lot of body practice. Movement, yoga, dance, shaking, taking care of the body. So you activate the body, every cell of the body. This is one important thing. And then how is your mind? That my mind has some programs. You say, okay, this is just a program. It's not real. Let me explore what is real. So that is to come freedom from the mind stories. Then the emotions. Do I have tension? Do I have guilt feeling with sexuality? Or do I feel, oh, I'm curious like a child. I'm curious. That is a different quality. When you're curious, you generate different chemicals in the body. If you're like, oh, this is wrong, but I have to do, my husband wants, or I want.
I'm forced to do that.
Yeah, I'm forced to do that. Or I want it, but he don't want, but you have to do as a job. So there are many stories we bring. Or somebody is busy, they have a meeting tomorrow, they say, okay, just she wants, I will do something. Then it's not really meeting, right? It's just an act, like a formality. Then you don't feel really deeper connection with yourself and the other. So how you can release this tension from the body through different ways. How you release this tension from the mind, these judgments and stuff. How you release these emotional stories, guilty feeling and stuff. Then how you wake up this energy. What are the ways you activate? There are different way of massage, there are different way of touch, different, even the aroma. So this whole experience, as is my senses open, all my senses, can I touch, feel, smell, taste, everything, is it alive? So it's like a multi-dimensional experience. Do I allow myself to be a multi-dimensional experience? Or is it just a focus on sex and release? That's a normal release, it's not orgasm. So how I can grow deeper experience, different levels of discovery. So the more and more you discover, the more and more you get enriched. The more and more you feel enriched, you feel abundance. The more you feel abundance, you welcome more deeper experience. Then you manifest more in life. This is as simple scientific logic.
Acceleration.
Yeah. So it's important to take care of the body, relaxing the body. Important to take care of the mind and stories and what are the judgments you have, emotions and the energy. So if you know how to take care of these four things, body, mind, emotion, energy, your spirit knows how to